Good day, class. This morning we are going to solve this Harvard University interview mathematics question. The question says solve y plus x equals to 6 and y plus x and y equals to 8. So now when you have something like this, you first of all rewrite it to indicate your equation 1 and equation 2. So we have y plus x equals to 6. That will serve as our equation 1. Y plus xy equals to 8. That's our equation 2. Now as you have it like this now, the next thing we are going to do is to make one letter to be subject of the formula in the equation 1 to substitute it back into equation 2. So we now say make y subject of the formula in equation 1. So equation 1 now says y plus x equals to 6. So in that case now, we will now take x to the other side. So now have y equals to 6 minus x. And that will serve as equation 3. So now, as we now arrive at equation 3 now, you will now substitute y, the value of y, into equation 2. So which means anywhere you see y, you represent it with 6 minus x. So it will now give us, we have this equation 2 now. Equation 2 says y plus xy equals to 8. So this is our y now, you represent it with, we now have 6 minus x plus, we have xy. So you write x first, x into bracket 6 minus x. Everything equals to 8. So from there now we have 6 minus x plus, you open the bracket, x times 6 will give us 6x, x times minus x squared, everything equals to 8. Now when you now look at it, this minus s plus 6x, when you minus it, it will give us what? 5x. So we have 6 plus 5x minus x squared equals to 8. Now you now rearrange it. So you bring x squared in front. So we now have minus x squared plus 5x plus 6 equals to 8. Now when you look at it now, this is our 8. Now we will now say subtract both sides by 8. So it will now give us minus x squared plus 5x plus 6 minus 8 equals to 0. Now minus x squared plus 5x, 6 minus 8 will give us minus 2 equals to 0. Now we arrive at quadratic equation. So before we now solve it further, this minus x squared, we have to think of how to eliminate this negative from this our x squared. So which means you now say multiply all through by minus 1. So it will now give us minus times minus, we turn this one to plus x squared, minus times plus minus 5x, minus times minus plus 2, everything equals to 0. Now when you now have it, now this one now is quadratic equation. So the next thing you are going to do now is, there are so many methods of solving quadratic equation. We have factorization, we have completing almighty formula, and we also have completing the square method, even graphical method. So in this case now, when you now check if the question is not factorizable, then you use formula. So this question now is not factorizable. So what we are going to use is quadratic formula, which a student used to call almighty formula. So quadratic formula states that x equals to minus b plus or minus square root of b squared minus 4ac, everything all over 2a. Now as you have it like this now, that's what we call quadratic formula. So from the quadratic equation now, you now indicate all the variables. We have a, b, and c. So our a now is this x squared. So what is the coefficient of x squared here? Which means a equals to 1, b equals to minus 5, and c equals to 2. As we have c equals to 2 now, so from there you now substitute everything into the formula. So as you know that we have the formula to be what? X equals to our minus b now. What's the value of our b? We have minus b, so minus 5. Are we together? Plus or minus square root of, so we have b squared, which is our 5. So minus 5 raised to power 2 minus 4ac. So that is, our a is 1 times 1, then our c is what? 2 times 2. Everything all over 2a, which is 2 times 1. So as you now have it like this now, so now give us x equals to minus times minus, we turn to plus. So we have plus 5, plus or minus square root of minus 5 times minus 5 will give us 25. Minus 4 times 1, 4 times 2, 8, minus 8. Everything over 2 times 1, which is 2. Now, as we have it like this now, x equals to 5 plus or minus square root of 25 minus 8. It will give us 17. So everything all over 2. So now, as you now have it like this now, so this is the value of our x will now be x equals to 5. You know we have plus or minus, so the first one will be plus square root of 17 over 2. So, or 5 minus square root of 17 over 2. So that's the value of our x now. So from there, when you look at it, we have x and y in the equation. So we have gotten value for x. We will now look for how to get value for y. So which means now the value that we have gotten for x, we substitute it into another equation. So we now say substitute x into equation, let's use equation 1. Equation 1 says, okay, let's use equation 3 that says, okay, equation 3, which means y equals to 6 minus x. Are we together? So now, as we now have it like this now, so this, our y, is what we are looking for. So x equals to this, so there is now be y equals to, okay, y equals to, okay, y plus 6x. So y equals to now, our 6 minus, we have 5 here, 5 plus square root of 17 over 2. Are we together now? So, which means, as we have it like this one is as good as over 1. Are we together? So then you find the LCM. When you find the LCM of 2 and 1, which is 2. 1 into 2, 2. 2 times 6, 12. Minus 2 into 2, 1. 1 times 5 root 17. Because it will give us 5 plus root 17. So now, as we now have it like this now, so that's the value for y. Okay? So you now test for second one. You know we have this one is for positive, the second one now for negative. So now it will now be y equals to 6 minus x. So and the x we are going to use now will now be y equals to 6 minus, okay, 6 minus 5 minus root 17. Everything over 2. So this one is as good as over 1. So we find the LCM. The LCM now is 2. 1 into 2, 2 times 6, 12. Minus 1 into 2, 1. 1 times minus 5. Minus 5. Okay. Then times minus root 17. Root 17. Okay. So that's the value of our y for second value of x. So now, that's our answer now. Are we together? So the first one now, you can now indicate it that x equals to 5 plus root 17 over 2. So that's the first one. Or 5 minus root 17 over 2. Why our y equals to the first one, which is 12 minus 5 plus root 17. So everything over 2. Are we together? And it's the same thing as equals to 12 over 2 minus 5 over 2 plus root 17 over 2. Okay, so that's the first value for y. Then second value for y equals to, this one is having plus, so y equals to 12 minus 5 minus root 17 over 2. So those are the answers. So they are correct, 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 correct. So that's our answer. Kindly help us like it, share it, and download. You can also make your comment for us to improve or to know how to explain it better. Thank you. Bye.